Welcome in to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
Hey, welcome to the Get Your Happy On Hour. I'm your host, Ricky C. Simmons. This is 93.7 The Ticket. Man, I always start my show off showing love to people that show love to me. And Matt Warner, got love for you, man, and Empire Fencing. I can't thank you guys enough for all the things that you do, and most important things that you guys stand for as a company. I got a lot of respect for that, man. I mean, that Monday morning deal that you guys do and so much other stuff. So just want to show some love. Also got to show some love to somebody that I hope she's listening. She happens to be the wife of my guest tonight.
Yeah.
Huge congratulations on the award last night. We will get to that, but I just wanted to make sure that I put that out there right off the top.
Appreciate
you know, I got this thought in my mind about positivity. Let me be the first one to admit, being positive is not easy. And for those of you out there that's listening, I want you to understand something. I have always been accused for the last 16 years in county of making being positive and happy look easy. Hey, I want y'all to know I work extremely hard on a day-to-day basis because I live in the same world that you live in, and I understand that adversity and chaos and all these things are real. And I don't ever want to downplay that because I see so many examples on a daily basis. So staying positive is very, very challenging. And I just want you to know that I work really hard at it, and I would highly recommend that you do the same. Well, I had to say that because of all the messages I get on private messages about, Ricky, man, with all this stuff going on, I don't know how you staying positive, man, because it's not right. Well, I have little Rickyisms, and I'll use one to address that. Life isn't fair.
Yeah.
I figured that out a long time ago. And I like humor, so I put jokes behind a lot of things, but I'm dead serious. And my humorous point, or my Rickyism for fair, is the state fair comes to, I believe it comes to Grand Island once a year. And they be getting you at that fair. They're not in business to treat you fairly because they can't make a profit if they do that. So with that being said, I want to introduce my guest, man. I've had him on I think this is your third time on.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
I believe so. And you know, you've done a great job. But this time we're gonna kind of give you a quick summary of his upbringing, but I want to get into what he's doing now. Clyde Johnson, welcome to the show, man.
I appreciate it.
Hey, Clyde, let me ask you something, man. In this upbringing that I remember you sharing with me, please correct me if I'm wrong now. Started off in Chicago.
Yes, sir. South side.
South side. Not the nice side.
Not the nice side. Not the nice side.
Okay, well, by you not starting off on the nice side, and somehow you got your way to Nebraska.
Yep.
And from there, you start putting your life together.
Absolutely.
Well, let me, you know what? I really want to get right into something, man, because I think it's important. First, let's show some love to your wife.
Yeah, definitely. Last night, Dominique was awarded the Emerging Leadership Award from the NAACP. So she had a heck of a weekend.
Huge congrats, young lady.
Big
Very
time.
proud of you. And I know that there's two little bosses running around too, right?
Yeah. We got a little 8-year-old boy, Kyrie, and a 3-year-old girl, Kennedy.
Kyrie and Kennedy, big shout out to y'all, because I know y'all running things. I already know. I don't even have to ask. I already know. Yeah. And probably, if I had to guess, Kennedy probably the ringleader.
Absolutely. She was one telling me this evening when I was getting ready to leave the house, no, it's time to lay down. It's time to lay down.
She making sure she keep order in the house, huh?
Exactly.
Well, Clyde, man, again, big shout out to Neek, man. I'm very, very proud of you because good people deserve to be recognized, and I don't think there's enough of that going around these days. So, Neek, if you're listening, I'm proud of you, young lady.
We appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, man, let's get on you for a minute.
Okay.
Now, when did this concept of boxing even take shape in your mind? Because it had to be a thought first.
Yeah, absolutely. I have an uncle, and at the time when we lived in Chicago, he lived down in Joliet, Illinois. And for the summers, my mom used to send me to Joliet to hang out with her youngest brother. There's 8 of them, and he's the youngest of 8. So I used to go down there and hang out with him. He's always been big into sports, whether it was baseball, basketball, and then boxing.
Okay.
So down in Joliet, we used to spend the summers playing basketball, of course. But I remember one summer being vivid to me because Roy Jones Jr. was fighting the Tasmanian Devil. And I used to look at boxing through a lens of just pure brute until I saw Roy Jones Jr. in that fight. And it was a work of art. You can see that there was an IQ behind it. And also, I found out that athleticism is a weapon in boxing as well. So that's when I fell in love with the sport. So that was probably 1995, 96, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, you're talking to a guy that's never had a boxing lesson or anything. So some of my questions may seem kind of strange to you, but I'm speaking on behalf of all the people that don't know anything about the sport other than what they see on TV, which is usually the final product.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So, along with becoming, even though you said you fell in love with it, there's levels to that.
Absolutely.
So can you kind of walk us through, like, what was next after you fell in love with it, or you knew you had fell in love with it? Then what happened?
Yeah, I had navigated, of course, through the basketball rankings throughout collegiate time and high school, and then during the transition to Nebraska. In the back of my mind, I've always said, hey, listen, I'll tap back into boxing at some point. And I remember going into my senior year in college, using boxing for conditioning purposes. I wanted that much of an advantage going into my senior year. So that summer, I spent the summer at Southside Boxing Gym working on footwork and endurance as a boxer, and how that hand-eye coordination would transfer over into basketball. So the basics of it is always going to be these 3 things to me for sure. You have to have the proper footwork. After the proper footwork, you have to have the endurance. If you don't have the endurance, and a lack of it turns everyone into a coward.
Correct. I can see that.
And then on top of that, one of the staples to boxing is you have to have a legit jab. That lead hand has to be able to navigate the entire fight.
What do you mean by that, though?
Because it sets up those highlight reels.
Okay.
And it can control the distance, and it can control the tempo of the fight and the pace of the fight, depending on what style of fighter you are, whether you're an aggressive coming forward fighter or you're a fighter who likes to box off of your back foot, meaning you capitalize on mistakes of the other fighter.
Okay. But still, here again, this is my lack of knowledge. Endurance seemed like that would be one of the most critical parts too, because if you're in there and you're on top of your game, you got your little plan all together, but then you get tired.
Yeah. I learned that lesson very early on as an amateur. I was in the ring at the time with a lesser opponent, and I say that now, knowing after the 2 times we fought. The first time I remember getting to about the second round and realizing that yeah, I'm more talented, but this guy has all the endurance and he just won't stop coming forward. And I remember losing that fight, and I remember why. And after that, I began a running regimen. And whether it was sprints and long distance, a mixture of both to keep my heart rate up for the duration of the fight. And I remember coming back in the Golden Glove championship fight at a novice level and stopping this guy in the second round, like a minute into the second round, because my endurance was so high up. I walked him down the entire first round. We came out the second round. I jumped right back on him, and he quit.
Huh?
And he quit.
When you say he quit, I mean his ability to keep coming forward was no longer there.
Yeah, he just cowered.
Really?
He kind of went into a shell because at that time I was just raining punches down on him because I could control my breathing and the distance, and I knew that I could do it not only the rest of that round but the next round also, because in amateur boxing it's just 3-minute rounds.
Okay.
So then I had my foot on the gas.
So you went in.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this now: when did you decide to go from amateur to pro?
It started becoming a goal once, a little bit before the pandemic. I had started sparring a couple of pros, and there was a couple of local pros out of Omaha, some out of Kansas, and I started realizing that these guys aren't that much more further along than I am, and a lot of them were younger, and not because in age plays a little bit of a factor in boxing, but in the fact that they were younger and they couldn't keep me off of them is when I realized that, okay, yeah, I have something that can transfer over as well. And then fighting at the national level for Golden Gloves tournaments, guys who had been ranked higher in the country, and they had these blueprints that are laid out for them to go on to the pros to do great things. And winning some of those fights, that's when I realized that, oh yeah, I belong also. I belong also. So then I decided to make the transition, but I also delayed my transition because professionally outside of the ring, and then personally, my wife and I was getting ready we were pregnant with Kennedy.
Okay, gotcha.
So we kind of delayed me going pro, and then but the timing was perfect right now. The timing was actually perfect.
Now, so when did you officially go pro?
Yep. My first bout was a year ago in May.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So we catching you on the beginning.
Yeah, we still at the beginning of it.
Okay. Now, once you go pro, what was the difference for you as, I mean, I guess I'm looking at it from the training aspect.
Yep.
Can you kind of tell us about that?
It kind of become a full-time thing. You have to commit a little bit more than you did for amateur, because amateur fights are spread out big time versus professional fights, especially when you're fighting at the club level and working your way up.
Okay.
You know, you can have a bout every month if healthy.
Right.
You know. So my regiment changed from, so basically 3:45 the alarm go off. There's a mile walk for me. I have a dog at home, so I walk a dog.
Okay.
After that, I get to a warm-up, an active warm-up circuit that I do after sitting in the steam room for 20 minutes.
Okay.
After that, I go directly into 30 to 35 minutes conditioning, whether that's sprints, whether that's a long distance run, or swimming. I've taken up swimming big time also. Today, it's kind of relaxing.
I got you.
So now I look forward to going swimming. Like today was a swim day. But yeah, a part of it is to maintain weight, depending on the weight you agree to also. So it's not just the strength and conditioning portion, because I do that portion. Eric Howard designs my strength and conditioning regimen. So then I get that done in the morning. I get that done so early, I get home and the sun's still down.
Yeah.
I'm able to shower up, have something to eat, and take a nap before it's time to get up and take kids to school. That's how early I go and get my workout done. But then during the day, it's more nutrition focused, making sure that I'm eating the right things, not eating things that isn't going to fuel me for the evening's workout.
See, that's where I'm glad to hear you say that,
Mhm.
because I know it's more to it than just training and getting sparring time.
Yep.
It's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that has to happen that the general public like myself have no clue about.
Yeah. If any people who know me personally know that I'm a cognac and cigar connoisseur, but I'm now on 16 weeks because of how close my last 2 bouts are. I go 8 weeks without drinking or having a cigar or participating in going out and celebrating friends' birthdays or anything of that nature, because I'm that locked in training camp leading up to the bout.
You know, I'm just when you say eating certain things, so like I guess when you book a fight or whatever,
Yep.
you agree to a certain weight. Now, what is that like? I mean, how do you come about that?
Yeah, that's I've learned a lesson also for that as well. Sometimes you can agree to what you call a catch weight, and
Yeah, what does that mean?
Yep, that's meaning, hey Ricky, you and I, let's meet at 190. You know, because typically maybe you fight at 185, and typically I fight at 199. But in order to make this fight happen, you say I'll meet you at 190.
Okay.
And typically, and in my situation, that's a disadvantage. Me coming down off that weight, because I walk around at 212, 215. So then I already have to lose in between 15 and 16 pounds to make my natural cruiserweight weight class to be down at 199. But then now you're asking me to lose another 9 pounds to come down to a catch weight of 190.
Is that still cruiserweight though?
No, nope, it's below the cruiserweight technically.
Man, see, but first of all, I ain't gonna lie to you. Making weight is gonna be an issue. That's gonna be a serious issue with me, because I noticed you said something about eating the right thing. See, I ain't there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. and I ain't alone. I know it's some people listening that's in the same mindset as me. When you say watch what you eat, what do you mean by that?
Yeah. Also, I'm a huge fan of a deep dish pizza. I'm a huge fan of fried chicken, macaroni. Give me some soul food.
Yeah.
And during camp, those aren't necessarily the things that are going to fuel you in order to be successful. So then my chef at home, Dominique, she has to watch the kitchen a little closer. and make sure that now this chicken is a chicken breast that's grilled, and there's vegetables, and there's pasta with not too much sauce on it, and the pizza just isn't rolling in weekly. Getting the proper proteins in, and things that are just meant to fuel the body.
Right.
Yep.
So just on that subject alone, how did you even figure out how to eat?
Yeah, it's always been an interest of mine. Athletics have always been an interest of mine. And at one point in school, I was studying kinesiology, the study of muscles. So nutrition was also something that you had to take a closer look into. And then throughout my professional career, I was a general manager for a fitness facility. So being around personal trainers and nutritionists on a daily basis gave me more of an insight to how nutrition works and how it works better for your body. And then just hearing stories of other successful athletes, whether that's basketball players or football players, Olympians who tell stories and watching documentaries, the most successful ones win their competition when no one's watching. When no one's watching.
Give me a little more on that. What do you mean by that?
Yep, I take pride in doing all the right things. That's why I don't drink, because it's easy to do the things in the gym, because there's people there telling you, oh, you look great, throw this punch. Oh, you look so clean, throw this punch. And then you're just jumping around. But when no one's around, because in my home, when we built our home, we built a bar in our home. So if I go downstairs and I'm watching the football game, there's a bar right behind me.
Yeah.
With all of my favorites, because I'm the one who stocked it. I'm the one who stocked that ball. All of my favorites are right there behind me. But no one's watching.
Right. Right.
And I'm thinking to myself, and I could be totally wrong about my opponent because I don't know them personally, but I'm thinking to myself, right now he's having a moment of weakness and he's doing something he shouldn't be doing. And there's that 2-minute advantage I need right there. Because I'm gonna do the right things right now. And I know it's a Saturday night and he's doing the wrong things. I'll do the right things right now.
Now, this question is kind of crazy, but when you say eat right,
Mm-hmm.
it seems like to me, and this is here again my lack of knowledge, is that more expensive to eat right? Because I mean, I see all the specials.
Yeah.
I see the specials. I mean, they good at showing you, hey man, you can get this for $5 or you can get this for.
This is expensive to eat in America right now, period.
Well, that's my point. So to eat the right thing.
You know what? Sometimes eating the right things just mean eating a little less of some of those things.
I got you.
Yep. Sometimes it's not going back for seconds.
In other words, stay away from buffets.
Yeah. That can't be the vibe. That can't be the vibe. But for me personally, when I'm thinking of eating the right things, I'm thinking of things that are grilled. I'm thinking of more vegetables, eating certain fruit at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because a lot of people say, "Oh, I eat is fruit," and before I go to bed, my snack is fruits. But you're eating the wrong fruits that have a lot of sugar in them, and then when you go to bed, those sugars are right there sitting on you. Just because it was fruit, don't mean that it was the right thing to eat at that time.
Yeah. See, I know boxing is never going to be a part of my. That's why I'm asking these kind of questions, because I know there's a lot of people that watch boxing that look at it just like I do. I mean, I'm eating the wrong thing while I'm watching boxing.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it just is what it is, man. But I think what I'm really trying to do is show love and give respect to the accountability and the discipline that you have to have in order to do what you do, because boxing is just one part of your life. I mean, you're a father, you got a full-time job. I mean, dude, last time I checked, I don't know nobody that get more than 24 hours in a day.
They only give me 24 also.
That's what I was kind of saying. And, you know, I was thinking that, but I was like, wait a minute, maybe he got a recipe that I don't know nothing about.
I got a great support system. That's a big part of it. A lot of people don't realize, in order to do anything at a high level, regardless if it's athletically or if it isn't, you have to have a great support system.
Mm-hmm.
I work for Sid Dillon. Sid Dillon does a great job of allowing me to manipulate my schedule for it to work for my schedule.
Gotcha.
They do a great job of being there in my corner for me. Dominique does a great job of being able to say, okay, I know you got evening workouts. Part of the benefit is being able to take Kyrie to the gym with me.
Okay.
So then now she can just focus on her and Kennedy at home, or while she preparing food or getting things done around the house after her full strenuous day.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know?
This is I mean, it's like a partnership.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then the way the role our mothers play with being flexible to be there for us, for the kids. Like this weekend was a big part of that. Friday night, Dominique and the Boys and Girls Club of Lincoln and Lancaster County hosted an amazing fundraiser called Casino Night.
Okay.
So my parents had them Friday night, and then Saturday night we go to the NAACP Awards banquet for her to receive her award. Then her parents had them Saturday night. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, but to my point is, my support system, whether it's family, whether it's my job, whether it's sponsors like Antoine Exteriors, or like I said, Sid Dillon, or Power Body and Sculpting. Because the other thing is, the recovery is key. The recovery.
Hold that thought. We're going to get back to that. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back on 93.7. The ticket is to get you happy on hour. Don't go anywhere.
to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says, it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Man, I'm getting my boxing knowledge on tonight. I've had some fights, but they weren't boxing matches. I just gotta be honest with y'all. I mean, my fights was not sanctioned. They weren't legal. A lot of them came in the courtesy of the Department of Corrections.
Yeah.
so there was nobody around but me and the person that, that I had the difference with.
It'd be like that.
And, and I'm not trying to make light of what you do, but I'm just saying, to me, I'm really fascinated because I know in my personal experience with just having altercations that, man, there is and I want to talk about something else first, but I just want to throw this out there so that you can address it after you address this recovery. Man, how do you maintain your composure when somebody get a good punch on you? We'll get to that in a minute. But right before the break, you was talking about a recovery.
No, definitely. It's a key component. It's a key component. It's just as important as the preparation because you get after it 5-6 days a week. 2 of those days, if not one, for sure, one of them have to be full recovery. And I'm blessed enough to have a local partnership with a recovery specialist at Power Body and Sculpting and Wellness here in Lincoln, to where weekly I'm able to go in and get the proper treatment I need, whether it's for stretching, whether it's for muscle stimulation, in order to recover. And then the old remedy of being able to sit at home and hop in the tub and pour Epsom salt in that bathtub and soak.
Right.
And soak and recover that way. And at my training facility where I do my strength and conditioning, like I said, I have steam rooms, I have jacuzzis, and those things play a huge part when you're involved in combat sports.
Yeah, well, I mean, I know that there's a lot more to it than what I see, because actually when I see boxing, it's usually when the fight's happening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I was asking all these questions about the behind the scenes. And I appreciate you being as open as you can, because I recognize that it's a skill set and it's a mindset and there's a lot of other things that go into this. And it's more than just having a song that you come out.
Yeah.
You come out to and you jump in the ring and you start swinging. But my other question before the recovery was, man, now sometimes I understand that everybody's pros. So how do you prepare for another opponent? Because it's one thing to hit a bag that ain't swinging back.
Exactly.
See, and that's the part that I'm curious. And also, how do you, when somebody catch you, how do you stay focused, man? Because if you lose your focus, you can't just start swinging haymakers.
Yeah.
So tell us about how you go about that.
Yeah, once the opponent's determined, and I've had camps where my opponent has changed 2 or 3 times during an 8-week training camp.
What do you mean by that?
So Ricky signed up, he signed the contract, but somehow he got hurt during training camp, so he can't take the fight.
Oh, okay.
So then they bring in another guy. Something may have happened, and it was a situation where something happened with that guy also. They couldn't agree to numbers, or because there's a business side to it also. And then they bring in another guy. But for the most part, like for this fight in particular, this guy he was game for the fight. So he signed the contract early on. We're literally 6 days out now.
Okay.
Nothing's happened to him. He should be kind of tapering off his training as well, to where he's healthy and ready to arrive here in Lincoln next Saturday. But for me, the thing is, okay, we identify the opponent. We look at some tendencies of the opponent. And within camp, we work on bringing in guys who may mimic that style or have some of those same tendencies. So sparring partners become extremely important. One of my favorite sparring partners, because he's so tough, is a kid named Beto. Beto is a guy who walks around at probably 220, 225 pounds, but he has some of the fastest hands and fastest feet in boxing that I've seen, you know, and he's a guy who can put combinations together, and he's extremely strong, and he makes sparring difficult.
Gotcha.
You know, and then we also have a young man that fights on this undercard by the name of Beltran. And he normally fights at around 185, but if you saw this specimen, you would think that he was around 200, 225 pounds himself, and he's a knockout artist. So the thing is, you get caught by a shot from Beltran, you have to be able to keep your composure, because he's going to follow it up with two more of the same type of shots that can end absolutely anybody. I've seen this guy make guys look completely intoxicated in the ring with headgear on. Because but part of it is that you have to be able to hit me cleanly. I take a lot of pride in being able to measure distance and being able to play the proper defense if necessary. But also you have to be able to be willing to take the risk to be hit by me. That's the other thing. That's the one thing that I pride myself on as well. I pack a powerful punch in both hands. I have knockout power in both hands. I've done it in the amateurs and in the pros now, to where I have knockout power in both hands. And I tend to remind the fighter in the ring with me of that power very early on, to let them know that you're going to take a big risk if you planned on landing something big. So one of us is going to land that big shot, and most of the time it's me.
So when you say you let them know early on, is that, you mean you just let them feel your power?
Absolutely. I come out and I gauge the distance, and I'm for certain going to land a big shot in that first round, so that it's in the back of your head the next handful of rounds.
So in other words, I'm gonna put it in my terms. I don't know the boxing terms, but you're gonna make them feel you.
Absolutely.
Right off the top.
Off the top. Right away.
Just so you'll know that there is consequences.
Yep. If you think you can just come in here and be aggressive.
Yeah.
My last bout, I had a guy who was in front of me with it was his 28th professional fight. This guy's been on Showtime, HBO. He's been on the Terrence Crawford, Amir Khan undercard, and he was just a wild man. He made the fight really ugly, really difficult, and he knew that in order for him to survive without being knocked out, it had to be that type of fight. So that was more of a battle of professionalism and IQ than the physical part of boxing. There was a bunch of holding and grappling in the bout itself, but that was where the IQ and the professionalism had to be at forefront.
You know, I just was kind of curious, man. Like when you get in those heated exchanges where you're both guys are throwing pretty consistently, and let's just say you get caught.
Yep.
You know, which I know you say you probably not getting caught clean, but let's say someone does catch you clean. Does anger ever pop up in your mind, or
it has to? As soon as it does, it has to be the first thing you push. You push out. You have to let that go, because if you fight on emotion, you're tense, you slower, and you're only thinking of revenge. You have to remember it. Hey, listen, this is a point system also. This is a point system.
Gotcha.
And I'll get that one back eventually. I just don't have to get it back right now.
Yeah, see, that to me requires discipline.
Yeah.
Because if you get me, I got to get you.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just normal reaction.
And everybody knows that I'm a fighter who wants it back. I just don't have to get it back right now.
Yeah.
I'll get it back for sure. But I'm just not going to, I won't press it. Because I've always said, if you hit me once, I'm going to hit you twice. You hit me twice, I'll hit you 4 times.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's just a matter of, taking that shot, taking a step back, assessing, and then figuring out how can I get my 2 off now.
Man, I mean, I don't know, dude. I mean,
I make it sound too easy. It's not that easy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's not
because
that easy.
like I had mentioned earlier, it's one thing to be sitting there hitting a bag.
Yeah.
So that bag ain't hitting you back.
Uh-huh.
But when that bag got arms,
yeah,
and that bag is moving around,
yep,
and that bag comes back at you with haymakers or whatever, or these jabs you're talking about.
Yep.
I mean, I just think it's amazing that you can push anger and emotion out of your mind. I find that amazing because I've never been there before.
Yeah.
I mean, so I know that's a skill set that you have to learn because what's the saying Mike Tyson say, everybody got a plan?
You get punched in the mouth. Everybody does. They get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, man. That to me, that's pretty serious. So I guess what I'm trying to say in a nice way, man, is I appreciate you giving me this inside information, and I want you and my audience to know that you will be coming back.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, on a regular basis because I'm a fan. I really am a fan, and I don't understand all the behind the scenes stuff, but I'm trying to learn.
Yeah, because
I watch boxing, and man, just standing there with nothing on but some shorts and some gloves. Hey, man.
Yeah.
And I've seen some clips of people like Roy Jones Jr. Man, those dudes them dudes was in their time. Them dudes was not to be played with, man.
And what I'm learning is there takes a small part of selfishness and arrogance in order to make the sport work. And those were things that I had to learn over time to be a little bit more selfish and to bring a certain arrogance to the ring.
Yeah.
Because you do have to, like you said, when you're standing in there, training camp is full of some of the best. I have one of the best training camp teams in boxing, in my opinion, because Patrick One Punch Thompson, he's my head trainer. He's had experience of 30 plus professional fights at Madison Square Garden, at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. He's fought the Sean Porters and Olympians and of that nature. But you have in training camp, when you're in the gym, especially me at Southside Boxing at the complex, it's full of the youth. They know that I'm the face of our facility. They know that I'm the main event for our fight card, and there's a bunch of cheers and a go Clyde. Oh man, you look so awesome. But come fight night, that great trainer you have, the great chef you have at home, all of the youth cheering you on, it's just you in the ring.
Yeah,
it's just you.
Yeah,
it boils down to an internal thing, and if you're able to take all of the preparation and put it on display now in that moment.
See, that's the part. That's why I said, excuse me, I want to have you coming back on a regular basis, man, because I just, like I said, personally, I'm a fan, but I just think that people need to be aware of all the stuff that goes into what you do. I mean, you can show up on fight night and get your popcorn and, and sit in the stands and be like, whoa,
it becomes entertaining.
Yeah, it's entertainment, but man, look at all the stuff that had to go into it. And you had mentioned something about so many weeks with no drinking, no cigar. I mean, that's a certain level of discipline that everybody don't have.
Yeah, so my last fight was on the 25th. The 25th. I really didn't have much downtime. I kind of enjoyed some of the festivities for the Terrence Crawford fight, which was beautiful. Speaking of boxing, the face of boxing, of all of boxing around the world, is right down the street in Omaha, Nebraska. That's how crazy boxing is right now. But I enjoyed that night and then got right back to it. So it's been 16, almost 17 weeks of making sure that I'm doing all the right things.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying, like a person like, like Bud.
Yeah.
I mean, Terrence Crawford is, he that dude. I got a number of respect for him because when that dude show up, man, it's like he got kicked out of school because he wouldn't go to recess.
No plan.
Yeah, he ain't playing,
No
man. I
plan.
mean, he go in with a mindset from the outside looking in.
Uh-huh.
He goes in with a plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he executes his plan. And I just find that amazing that you guys can go into a ring and stick to the plan.
Yeah. Yep. In order to get it done, you have to.
Yeah. And I'm starting to get that picture now. So I appreciate you sharing that. We're going to take one more quick break, and we're going to come back and wrap the show. Don't y'all go anywhere. This is 93.7 The Ticket.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you can save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor. We want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Back to the Get Your Happy On Hour, featuring former Husker receiver Ricky Simmons.
And we're back. Bach! You got anybody tuned in over there, Bach?
Yeah, we got it coming from Odious Lee. Says, I see you doing your thing, little bro.
Big shout out, big bro. You know me, man. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up. Hey, I got to be honest with you, man. I'm looking forward to having Clyde on multiple times in the future. So I just want to give y'all a heads up. And because see, I already know where he's going. See, I'm psychic like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna do bigger things than he's already doing. And I just want to be able to feel comfortable to ask you to come back, man.
Anytime.
Well, now that I'm thinking about it, man, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, I definitely want to give a shout out to a handful of my sponsors, man. People
go right ahead.
Who's definitely been there for me. Like I said, Antoine Exteriors, leading, motivating the development, Sid Dillon, the Boys and Girls Club of Lincoln and Lancaster County, Shelton Valentine, Power Body and Sculpting is another one. Micah Madlock Realty has sponsored me and supported me through these first 4 pro bouts as well. My sponsors, they mean a big deal to me because they believe in not only their ability but the person.
Man, that's what's up, and I think that's real cool that you got people that are really investing in you. Because getting people to believe in you is not an easy thing.
Yeah,
because it's so easy to mislead people.
Yeah,
and you're doing you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing it the right way. Got nothing but love for that. I think they call it integrity.
Appreciate it.
That's very impressive, man. And that's why I say I just kind of want to make it publicly known that I'm going to continue to ask you back whenever you're available. Because to me, I think it's important that people know that you didn't just one day woke up and you was on this top, top card or something.
Exactly.
It didn't just happen like that.
Yep.
So we're going to talk about the journey.
Yeah.
I think that's important. I got to ask you my final question. I always ask this question. When Clyde Johnson has some free time, how does Clyde get his happy on?
Outside of my family, give me a 7-iron and a fairway with my boy Tyler Bullock, and we gonna tee it up, baby. We gonna tee it up. We gonna play some golf. We gonna get these clubs out. We gonna get after it. Shout out to my boy Tyler Bullock, T-Bull.
Big shout out to my son T-Bull, man. We very proud of you. Keep doing your thing.
Yes,
but
sir.
I'm gonna wrap this show the same way I do every week. Every day you blessed to see, it's just another day in paradise. And no matter what, you gotta get your happy on.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next Sunday night.